Want to know why Peugeot and Citroën all keys lost is much easier to program than other cars? Why do some keys start the car but won't lock the doors? In today's lesson, we are going to strip down the true fate of the exclusive Peugeot Citroën Immobilizer system. Even absolute beginners will understand the hardcore knowledge in this class. Miss it, and you're really losing out. Let's start with the core classifications. First, vehicle model classification. Peugeot systems include 308, 408, 508, etc. Citroën series include C3, C4L, C5, C4, etc. The core difference between the two series is just the exterior design. The core immobilizer logic is identical, both relying on the BSI. Second, key type classification. Straight remote keys are mainstream for older models. Key and remote are integrated with no folding function. Simple structure, mostly 2 buttons, featuring lock and unlock buttons. Commonly found on the older Elise, Peugeot 206, 307 2002 to 2005, and entry-level models like Citroën C2. Flip remote keys are mainstream for mid-generation models. The blade folds away for storage, easy to carry, reducing wear and tear. 3-button design, commonly found on Peugeot 308, 408, 508, and Citroën C4, IOC5, etc. Mainstream models after 2006. Smart keys are standard on newer models. Keyless entry function, push-to-start function, can be operated with the key just inside the car. Commonly found on Peugeot 4008, Citroën C6, DS series, etc. Mid to high-end models after 2015. Third, immobilizer system classification. Straight remote keys. For the Peugeot Citroën series, programming keys always requires a PIN code. That is, when programming the IMMO chip, it will prompt you to enter a PIN code, a 4-digit alphanumeric combination. Without a PIN code, you cannot program the chip. Straight keys mostly use 46 electronic chips. Once the chip is programmed, the remote can be used directly. Flip remote keys. There are many types of flip remote keys, such as 0523 ASK, 0523 FSK, 0536 FSK, etc. Most chips are also 46 electronic chips, 433 MHz frequency. But don't worry, because for most models, aftermarket universal remotes can basically generate them all. When programming the key, you also need a 4-digit alphanumeric PIN code. Once the chip is programmed, the remote automatically works. Smart keys, meaning push-to-start models like the newer Peugeot 408, 508, Citroën C4L, etc. mostly use 46 chips and 4 A chips, 433 MHz frequency. After programming the chip, both the remote and the smart functions work simultaneously. Smart keys, mostly universal remotes from various manufacturers, can also generate them. During programming, you also need a 4-digit alphanumeric PIN code. So, about the PIN code for programming Peugeot Citroën keys mentioned above, where do you get it? There are 2 methods. First is using a supported device to read the PIN code. For a few models where it can't be read, we need to use a third party to calculate the PIN. If it's a calculated PIN code, it will usually come with a key beating code. For flip keys or straight keys, inputted into a CNC key cutting machine to cut the blade directly. Doing all keys loss becomes very convenient. Summarizing some programming key points. Straight flip keys, smart keys devices like K500 and 10, VVDI, M16 all support programming them. Most models can read a PIN code via OBD. Once you have the PIN, you can program directly. Next, let's get into the practical demonstration. Today's topic is Peugeot Citroën key programming, taking the Citroën C4 as an example. Step 1. Generate the Citroën key. We still prepare the corresponding universal remote and the device to generate it. Step 2. Generate the universal remote. Select the remote function, vehicle, remote, then select the corresponding vehicle make, Citroën. Then you will see C5, C4, post 2014, electronic 433. Why does it say electronic 433? Let me explain it to you guys. An inherent characteristic of an electronic chip is that after you finish programming the chip, the remote automatically works. That is what makes it an electronic chip. Everyone must remember this. Don't think that after programming the chip, you still need to program the remote separately. The characteristic of the electronic chip is that you only need to program its chip. Once successful, the remote works automatically. Enter the main page for C5C4 post 2014 electronic chip. Then look, the frequency is 433 MHz, which is exactly 433.92 frequency. The ID is 46. Let me emphasize one more thing. Program the chip and the remote is automatically ready. So what are the precautions? First point, I have to repeat it again. ASK and FSK is an inherent mode for Peugeot, Citroën. Many car keys don't differentiate between ASK and FSK, but Citroën and Peugeot do differentiate them. You need to pay attention to this. Next, we enter the programming phase. Definitely, the first step is to connect to the vehicle's OBD. Actually, when we are programming all vehicles, unless it's a clone job, as we mentioned before, when you are programming, you must connect to the vehicle's OBD. Take a look. I've said before, some OBD ports are very hidden. Take a look. Typical OBD ports are under the driver's side. For example, above the driver's footwell or above the passenger's footwell. But look at how this car is designed. It's under the AC control panel. I think that's very hidden. This is an actual photo we took. It even has a cover plate over it. So you need to remove the cover plate to see this OBD connector. You need to watch out for this. After we find the OBD, what we are looking at now is a smart key. Why did I draw a circle here for the smart key? Because it's the induction area. As I explained earlier, the induction area for every key is different. I still remember Toyota's induction area is right next to the push to start button. So the induction areas for many keys are not in a fixed location. What we marked here is the key's induction area. When you are programming a smart key and it prompts you to put the key in the induction area, remember to put it right here. This is a device that supports key programming. When programming Peugeot Citroën keys, why didn't I explain it in extreme detail? Because there are almost no tricky precautions. We just need to plug in the programmer. Follow the programmer's prompts to select the vehicle, turn on the ignition, turn the ignition off, and that's it. So what do you need to pay attention to? For our Peugeot Citroën series smart keys, place it horizontally at a 90-degree angle right into the induction area. Otherwise, the induction won't be sensitive enough. Of course, if you are programming an original car key or an OEM key and it fails to program, if the programming fails, it might never be able to be programmed to this car again. In other words, it means you just lost an OEM key. But nowadays, there are many aftermarket universal remotes. If you generate it once and the programming fails, or you placed it in the wrong spot, you can just regenerate it, because our universal remotes can be reused infinitely. Alright, the core knowledge points about the Peugeot Citroën Immobilizer system for today stop right here. From distinguishing IMO types to the critical programming steps to common troubleshooting and pitfall avoidance. These are all mandatory testing points for beginners. Remember, for Peugeot Citroën keys getting the IMO protocol right is the key to true programming success. Don't forget to like and save, and watch this lesson repeatedly. See you in the next episode. Follow us as we take you to continue learning more automotive key programming techniques and knowledge.